Way to start
the
the show.
hustle.
By the way, neither one of us know how to do the hustle.
No, we don't. I don't.
Baron Corbin makes the cover.
Baron Corbin's here.
Manny, are you trying to turn away viewers? Are you trying to turn away viewers with this thumbnail?
Marcus, it was going to be her, but that promo was terrible.
Yeah, but still, you don't have. You can just be like, oh, Tiffany Stratton does bad promo, but she's still Tiffany Stratton. It's not Baron Corbin who people immediately turn the channel from when he comes on TV.
It's Tiffy time, but that time was not the one. Although, I still put Cora Jade's promo from 3 weeks ago even higher, as worse than that.
They're equally as bad. Whoever's running promo class needs to be fired, or women's promo class maybe. But I'm shocked that the thumbnail or the title of the show is CM Punk is back. Blah! Everybody be afraid. Be very afraid.
It could be added.
Tony makes big announcement. Hey, now we have a title. We knew he was coming back. Pepsi Field is back, and this time it's personal.
Welcome everyone to the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. I'm of course Lord Manny Hayes. He is
Marcus the Great finale. Not enough of that going on in the days of wrestling. Like, I feel like Tyson O'Neil hasn't wrestled in like 10 years, but yet people already know right off the jump.
That's the only interesting thing about him. And he does a lot of philanthropy, but
philanthropy. It's the same thing.
Philanthropy.
Yeah. He ain't gave me money. Selfish Marcus sake. I don't care about the kids. What about me? What about the people? What about the real poor, Titus? All joking aside, for those who don't, who are just listening to audio only, I'm sure he's doing great work. Oh no!
Bro thinks there is a Flash invasion today. Are you referring to me or you or Marcus as bro? Or are you just talking in general? Because I don't think you open up I don't think you. Oh wait, Matt Riddle does.
Bro, think there's gonna be a Flash invasion today. Bro, wouldn't it be cool if Ezra Miller showed up in the chat and then got arrested in the chat, and then we had to talk about it on TMZ and YouTube, and they asked what it was like, bro, to be with the Flash as he's getting arrested, bro? That sounds like a Matt Riddle conversation right there.
Cool story, bro.
Cool story, bro.
A lot of wrestling has happened in the last 2 hours. I mean,
2 hours. I missed it all.
I'm tired.
It's okay, Manny. We will carry on. We should have started the show with the hustle. I knew that. We are already blown up. We're blown up already.
Because we ain't got no hustle.
No. We didn't bring the hustle. We brought the loyalty and respect. That's all we brought. And the respect is very, very, very thin.
So there was a story about Bray Wyatt once again. What's happened? Have we lost Marcus? Have we lost Marcus? I think we've lost Marcus. Marcus has frozen.
Manny has frozen. Manny's back. No, it was you. We're both back. Oh, shit. One of us disappeared. I don't know what happened. Or we both disappeared.
Your screen froze. And then I did what you do when I normally freeze up. there's rumors suggesting that WWE already were unhappy with Bray Wyatt's the writing for Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, they fired the guy, so hope.
So come the Royal Rumble, they weren't happy with the match and everything, and then in the lead up to that, they were hoping to bring back the Fiend, and then apparently that story has been debunked.
Oh,
by the maker of the mask, by the maker of the masks that does the Fiend mask, says he got rid of the mold last year, which I think is really stupid, Marcus, because I know a load of marks that would pay millions, well, not millions, thousands.
Hold on.
For that nonsense.
Let me tell you something, Manny. That man did not get rid of the mold of the mask. That's a negotiation tactic that I will always use. Fiend. We're thinking about bringing him back. Or, just always keep the mold. All right. And then in negotiations, I deleted the mold. I thought she'd never bring it back. So now I have to spend more money to make a new mold for a new Fiend mask. That's where I feel like his scam's at. He ain't get rid of no mold. He still got it. You still got it. You still got it.
We didn't mention on Tuesday that it was our 300th episode of the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. So today is our 301st, 301. I don't know how to say it, episode of the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. I think the midpoint of this month will be the 3-year anniversary of the Untitled Manny and Marcus show.
Hey,
we've been doing this for too long.
3 years. I'm ready to hang it up. We've lasted longer than most TV seasons at this point. Oh, Fox.
I'm gonna miss you, Ted Lasso.
Yeah. Maybe we build up to our series finale, Manny, where we're not petty anymore. We finally run out of Peter's jokes, and we walk off into the sunset. I don't know what our series finale would be. Where everything comes together. It's like, Levi and Manny become best of friends.
Nope. I was genuinely disgusted and felt betrayed when you sent that picture of Levi in the group text.
I
felt betrayed.
You should have been there, Manny. You should have been there.
I was like, why is Eric and Marcus posing with a photo with a man dressed up as a young penis?
What?
He was dressed in all pink.
Yeah, he was dressed in Pink Panther. He had the Pink Panther theme going around the whole time. Did it?
Alexa Bliss will not be on TV for a very long time because she has now got the pregnancy bug.
Hey, I did it! I was doing telepathically. Let me get her pregnant. Impregnate her. It needs to be mine, and then we're wealthy forever. Evil Village shit.
I don't think other than that there's any other news. Did you guys talk about that weird stipulation match that they've introduced at Impact?
No, which one?
It's like a 8-4-1 or something like that. 8-4-2 or something like that.
Oh no!
So they start off as teams, and then the winning team then have a fatal 4-way match, and then whatever. And then
we did not, and I probably missed that. I think I heard the announcement and didn't really pay attention to it. Yeah, that is a myth that if you work with Asuka, you get pregnant, but I feel like some of it was sketchy information.
But yeah, I think that's all the real news apart from CM Punk has been announced for AEW Collision.
I hope it's not really CM Punk and we get fake CM Punk like fake Diesel and Razor Ramon. It's just some angry guy out there doing all his spots.
Philip Breaks, not Phil Brooks. Philip Breaks.
Philip Breaks. With his wife J.A. Lee, Jolly.
Kent is trying to push for a match on the 17th of June.
Yeah, he ain't getting it. Clearly, they're not going to have Punk wrestle as much as they had him wrestle last time. I don't think.
That's even worse because they're going to get injured more. He's more susceptible to injury the less he wrestles.
I don't know. I would do the load management. Last time he was going hard. Oh no, his last injury with the ankle, it was because he was stupid and jumped into the crowd. And then the other one happened in the match. So
Dynamite opens up with the Blackpool Combat Club versus the Lucha Bros and Bandito. It was a good opening match. Shame there was so much of an emphasis on wheeling Yuta in this match. On commentary, in the ring.
yeah, they were Yuta heavy. I was more focused on Bandito and his outfit, as in the Lucha Bros were like, we're going to wear black and white. Oh, you going to do that? Cool. I'm going to dress up like old Mexican TV characters. Do you remember that Simpsons character?
No, he reminded me of the Noid.
Oh shit! He had the I forget the Mexican TV character the Simpsons had. I forget his name, but he was based off another character or whatever, I guess, from Mexico. But that's what I was thinking, and you know what? I took it very serious.
Then we go backstage.
Have they done Pac? Have they done Pac? Like, is that official? Like, is he never coming back?
I don't
Did
know.
for that to ride?
The Young Bucks are backstage with Marvez. Marvez interviews Matt Jackson. He says Hangman brings out the good in them, but the BCC brings out the worst in them. Nick Jackson says they are the heart and soul and spirit of AEW, and not one setback is going to keep them down. Hangman says some nonsense. While the Dark Order come out. Butthurt that Hangman has moved on. Marvez asks about Kenny taking his ball and going back home to Canada, which Hangman denies.
Yeah, Manny, the Dark Order and Hangman thing seems ridiculous on all fronts.
The fact that it's still going on seems more ridiculous.
Yeah. One, this is the equivalent of you being upset with me and Eric for helping out someone that you don't know. Like, oh man, they're in a tight jam. And you're going like, oh, so you're friends with them now, huh? You're friends with them. You don't care about me? I'm like, what? Nah.
To be fair, that was Eric when he found out we have a separate group text for the show. It's not even a group text, it's just a separate text me and you send links to.
Oh, he didn't know? He didn't know that?
He didn't know that. He got upset. He got upset on the show that we're forming a chemistry the early days of the Untitled Marcus show.
Yeah, he swear to God we didn't have our own text between him and me. He's like, oh, you have your own text. Oh, am I brought up in that text?
And then the Golden Bullet Club are in the ring. They want to know why FTR came out to save Ricky Starks, because Ricky Starks ain't got no friends.
Yeah, so we didn't get this in the arena. Apparently this happened. I got no clip on this show or in the arena of what happened. I learned via Jamal yesterday that this happened. And I was like, what?
So Cash also comes back. So Cash runs them off. And then so Dax is like, hey man, you alright? And then Cash comes back into shot, like holding his knees. Fuck!
Yeah, did not see that at all. They cheated us. But Jay White gets more TV time than he's ever had. My favorite part of this promo is when he tells Tony Schiavone to put his arm around. Put your arm around me, please. What?
Hey. If I'm feeling lonely, you put your arm around me.
Put your arm around me while I'm doing this promo.
If I put my arm around you, it's only fair that you put your arm around me.
Yeah. Which for some reason made me laugh. I'm glad they're moving to FTR versus this quote-unquote Bullet Club Gold, but it doesn't seem to be doing anybody a favor. Like, it doesn't seem to be helping.
I feel like they're going to add another member to Bullet Club Gold.
Well, Forbidden Door is coming up.
We look like we're having a 6-man, Marcus. The 6-man is coming.
You know, they focus way too much on these 6-man tags. Or trios, as they like to call it. What happened to the regular tag team division? Where's that Helico and Jack Evans?
Are they still in the company?
I don't know. I
know Jack Evans was let go, but I don't know what's going on with Van Helico.
No, I haven't seen him in a bit. I'm sure he's going to show up on Rampage. And you're like, oh, it's that Helico wrestling.
Yeah.
Him and Diamante versus somebody.
Oh, Diamante. FTR come out. They suggest FTR want to join the Bullet Club Gold, then give FTR the business. Ricky Starks comes out too late to make the save. Calls Jay a punk ass bitch, and they want to finish this next week.
Next week, live on Dynamite. I wouldn't finish it next week. I started up. It's just started. How are we going to finish this up next week?
And then we go backstage once again to Tony Khan for his back-to-back announcements.
Yeah.
The same thing. Week 1, we've got Collision coming. Week 2, Collision's going to be in Chicago, the first one. Week 3 this week, CM Punk is going to be on Collision. To a very mixed reaction.
Yeah. Before we go into that mixed reaction, Manny, what do you think week 4 should be? Like, he got to continue this until Collision come out.
Oh, we signed, I don't know, who's a free agent right now? We signed Goldberg. Goldberg's going to be on Collision.
Yeah, I would announce either Goldberg or CM Punk will have a match on Collision. I want to say that. That would be the next one. And then the next week, what match is he having? He's fighting Colt Cabana. Loser leaves style match.
It's probably going to be Samoa Joe. But, Marcus, given that mixed reaction, I feel they need to book heel Punk. I feel he needs to turn on all the fans, everyone in Chicago, and just heal it up.
Oh, yeah.
Lead into this bad guy reputation.
Yeah, because that...
Look in the mirror and go, you are the bad guy today.
So, I was watching... Yeah, just like that. I was watching this with Ryan, and then we heard that mixed reaction. We were like, oh, whoa. Like, you think that... I thought it was going to be unanimous cheers. To be honest, like, and see... and then, I didn't even think about where they were located. Oh, they were in California. That's Young Bucks territory.
Yeah, but sides can be taken.
So it would be mixed that you like, no, I kind of sided with the Bucks and Kenny on this one, and I don't need dramatic Phil Brooks to come back. Although now that AEW is interesting again, and we can get Phil and all his backstage drama and news and stuff coming out the cycle, I can't wait. Because last time he was here, he opened the floodgates of backstage drama. I mean, Thunder Rosa drama all happened around him. He was dramatic. You had Miro and his drama. Andrade's punching Sammy Guevara and Eddie Kingston and shit.
I believe the Thunder Rosa thing stuff happened before CM Punk entered the building.
No. I think the Thunder Rosa stuff only started when CM Punk was in his prime of his run. That was when AEW was in their backs. That's when the All Access show needed to happen around CM Punk's title reign.
Then we get into another match. It's Swerve Strickland versus Big Bill versus Trent. Your boy Swerve wins.
Yep. Congratulations, Swerve. But this match meant nothing. It was about nothing, I believe. It's a match about nothing.
The winner was gonna face Orange Cassidy for a.
Did they say that? I just thought he got it because he won.
No. It's for the international title, which I think he's going to win next week.
Hey, go ahead.
So they already pumped up that Orange Cassidy's defended the title how many other times?
Yeah.
So it only makes sense to switch the titles up. It seems like we're moving into a new era of AEW, so they're changing up champions here, there, and everywhere.
Well, if they're going to do this brand split with, I'm sure they're going to have titles go places. Like, I can see the TNT title being exclusively on Collision.
Well, it has to be. It's on TNT.
Yeah. Well, Manny, we live in a world where the SmackDown champion is on Raw.
Women's Raw SmackDown champion is on Raw.
The women's, that's what I mean. The women's SmackDown champion is on Raw, and the Raw champion is on SmackDown. Asuka's on SmackDown now.
Why did that sound so difficult?
Because I tried to think, where the hell is Asuka? I had to think what show is she on. Oh. Because for a second I thought, does Raw have 2 champions now? But no. But I can see the TNT title moving exclusively to Collision. The international title being the Dynamite title. And the women's champion split to the TBS title will be on Dynamite. And the women's title will be on Collision? Maybe?
Possibly.
And then and I guess the trios title I would have go to Collision, and then the tag titles would stay on Dynamite, or vice versa.
I think that's just gonna go. That's gonna flip flop. I don't think it's gonna be as hard of a brand split as like.
You act like WWE is hard.
No. Back in the day, remember when Brock Lesnar was a SmackDown exclusive champion, so they had to bring back the world title. That was a hard brand split. I think this is going to be more loose, like the current brand split in WWE,
or like the brand split of Ring of Honor and AEW, where it's just the same wrestlers, it's the same people,
And then Rampage, I think, is going to be the show where they showcase all the other championships that belong to other companies.
You're the New Japan Strong, never openweight champion. You're the GCW heavyweight champion. Yeah, okay, whatever. They're all fighting. All titles allowed on Rampage. Cancel Rampage.
On Rampage, I need to change the theme song to "When the World Goes Round to the fun drum." Right. A man is born.
Different strokes. Why does that work? Different strokes to rule the world. Different strokes.
Yes, it does.
I don't understand why, but it works.
So someone make that. Someone make me the intro to AEW Rampage, and then just put the different strokes intro on top of it.
It's better than what they got. It's Rampage, baby. It's Rampage.
The Acclaim hype up the crowd, saying they want all the gold. So that happened.
Yeah, like no rap, nothing. Just all right.
Yeah.
Promo. Nothing important is happening here.
And then Don Callis and Takeshita come out to a chorus of boos.
I didn't realize the heat was real. Like, this is why you know that CM Punk was going to get booed here. They are fully invested in San Diego into the Elite. They hated him. He got Dominic heat, Manny. Dominic heat, where he barely can talk.
This is louder than Dominic.
What is this, Vicky heat? Vicky Guerrero? Excuse me!
This was consistent. At least Dominic's boos died down a little bit, so they allow him a minute to speak before they go boo again.
I don't know. They don't let the man speak. Let the man speak.
He still claims that he's the real victim here. All Kenny's titles were because of him. Kenny chose his friends. He blames Kenny for the stitches in his head and destroying his family.
Wait. Why is Kenny to blame for the stitches in his head? Mox punched him.
Yeah, because he mocks. Kenny put him in that situation because Kenny got involved in the Elite versus the BCC. Kenny's destroyed his family. He may have lost a nephew, but he's gained a son. He claims that Takeshita is better than everyone, including Okada, and they're going to show the world that he's better than Kenny Omega. Takeshita says stuff in Japanese, which I can't find any translation online for, but he does say in English they will destroy the Elite and destroy Kenny Omega. Callis says they're going to cut the Elite out of all Elite wrestling.
I'm gonna sum up to what Takeshita said in Japanese, Manny. I know a little bit. He said, "This is the worst town I've ever been in San Diego. You people, you ignorant hicks, you neckbeards." You
can't have him saying the phrase of the late great SCU.
Yeah. No. I'm going with generic, not just SCU, but just generic heel promo, in which you criticize the fans, you neckbeards and virgins out there in your mom's basement, criticizing me for what I did. But what about me and all my accomplishments? I am the greatest of all time. You guys are nothing. I am 100% pure evil. Boo yourselves.
The Gates of Agony, Goa versus Darby Allin and Orange Cassidy. Why are these two tagging again?
I have so many questions about this. Why are they tagging? Why are they fighting the Gates of Agony? Why couldn't we hear from any of the quote-unquote pillars after their dramatic loss to MJF at the pay-per-view? Why didn't we hear from MJF? That was the only thing that was pointing to my mind while I was watching this matches. Oh, I guess they're just sitting here now. Like, I think, did Jungle Boy make his save already? No, not yet, right? That's later in the show.
He makes a save after. Yeah. So the match wasn't that bad. Darby gets the win.
No, it's fine.
The embassy, I don't know what they call themselves now. With
the Mogul Embassy, Mogul
Embassy looked to attack after the match, but then Sting makes the save.
Did he? He got salted out there and didn't do anything, but it was.
I'm tired of AEW making old men look strong.
Who's the strongest old man right now? Is it Sting or R. Anderson? I can think it's Sting, right? Sting's kind of invincible.
Marcus, it's Sabu. He took on 3 men by himself.
Roddy was there, Manny. Roddy was there.
Roddy don't count.
I'm glad Roddy has lost his spot as a human being. I'm not counting. By the way, Roddy is back. Roddy's back, and he's just like he's in the same. He's in the spot that everybody goes to, the big announcement spot of like, oh yeah, we do got Ronda Shoulder on the roster. Oh yeah. Guess he's not being used to. Word.
Hook is out there with Tony Schiavone. Schiavone wants to know what's next for Hook. Dralistico and Preston beat down Hook, and he is saved by Jungle Boy.
Yeah, Jungle Boy makes the same, which put me at all these guys are back in their same spot. Like, you wanted to build these guys up as your next future, and these are the number 1 contenders, and these are big deal stars. They all went back to their old spot. Darby's been having random tag matches being protected by Sting, and Jungle Boy is back making the save. This time without the dinosaur.
The Outcasts said some things, but it was all I heard.
Yeah, they're just drunk. Just ratchet and drunk. That's all I said.
So we start the cycle again, Marcus. New women's champion. They gotta go through Nyla Rose.
No, so me and Ryan was joking. All right, so she just beat Jade Cargill, who ended her 60-year-old streak or whatever it was. And she lost. So now she has to beat all 60 people that Jade Cargill has wrestled all over again. So you got to go through Nyla Rose like 3 times. And then you got to go Red Velvet. 7 times Red Velvet. And then at this, for this match to happen, and they dug up Nyla Rose from wherever the hell she was at, and Maria Shafir sighting on the corner over there. Excalibur said something, which is going to be true anyway. She was like, Nyla Rose had pinned Statlander and almost got the 3, and Excalibur goes, oh my god, she was almost the shortest reigning TBS champion of all time. And I was like, no matter what, that's her destiny. She's not going to go Jade's distance of 400 plus days. It's not happening. So she's already the shortest reigning TBS champion.
It might.
Nah, never again. Never again.
So Statlander wins as Taya Valkyrie watches on. Then we get the main event: Saraya and Chris Jericho versus Uncold and Britt Baker. This match made me sick to my stomach.
Whoa, Manny, why did this give you food poison, indigestion, diarrhea? Why did you get all of that from this match?
I don't like mixed tag matches because it just seems ridiculous. Why can the women hit the men, but then they can't hit the women? Even though
Manny, it's morals. Morals to this.
Sure, there's morals.
Are you a man who's complaining about a woman kicking your ass? Is that what you're doing?
No, because if she tried to give me the business, I'd give the business back. Equality, Marcus, equality.
Yeah, but it shows your strength when you don't do it, Manny. When you don't be like, "Get me over here, doctor."
See, but this is what I mean, though, because at least Chris Jericho was taunting Britt Baker throughout the night.
Yeah, but even then, when she got him in lockjaw and saved Adam Cole for the millionth time of his life. I didn't believe it. I was like, come on, Jericho, you put on some pounds. You can just roll over. You can just roll over on her and not actually hit her. But I was okay with the mixed tag. This should have been the pay-per-view match anyway. It seemed like that's what they were building to, instead of the unsanctioned match that no one's injured from, no one's beat up, no one's selling at all. There's nobody with taped up ribs or anything.
I'll tell you why it was unsanctioned, Marcus.
Why?
I knew it was going to be that bad, and AEW didn't want to put their name to it.
I'm not putting that on the record, but you fool.
That was atrocious.
Or do you think Jericho just did what I lost on his record? Because he had a kerfuffle with the fans, man. I didn't even know this. He had a kerfuffle with the fans about him not putting people over and stuff like that, and just lost it.
He always has a kerfuffle.
Yeah,
he always has a kerfuffle. He just wants to stay relevant.
Yeah, I can care less about this kerfuffle. That was what. You can tell I don't care when I use kerfuffle, because that means I'm just mocking the whole situation. This is how Dynamite ends in a very uninspired situation. Like I have no reason to come back next week. I have no reason to tune into AEW until Collision June 17th. That's what I feel like right now.
So the poll was, did you enjoy it? 74% said yeah.
I was part of that 74%.
I didn't say yes. I was part of the 14% that just said it was just the.
Yeah, I can see that too. It was kind of there. I mean, they tried to move storylines ahead, but it was kind of just there. Like I didn't get the follow up I wanted from the pay-per-view. I wanted more promos from the losers, like the Jungle Boy, the Darby, and even piece of shit Sammy Guevara. I wanted to hear from, MJF, who decided not to show. I mean, we heard from him, but not really. He wasn't at the show.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like,
they find out his next opponent.
Because they've got, Forbidden Door this month?
Like 3 weeks!
Yeah. They haven't done any build to that.
No.
Whatsoever. Like, you would have thought some build would be going on in the background, but it doesn't seem like much is going on towards that.
Yeah, we're at a clean slate right now.
I'm hoping this year we get Sabre Jr. versus Bryan Danielson, because we didn't get that last year.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows, to be honest? I don't know where they're going, because it still seems like we're in the Elite versus Blackpool Combat Club story, which, who knows where that goes, if we're still going to continue that Forbidden Door. They did tease Okada with Don Callis by bringing him up, when he said Takeshita's better than Okada and all that. So maybe we get Okada versus Takeshita, maybe? I don't know.
Maybe.
Who knows? I don't know. I don't know where we're going. I don't know where we're going from Forbidden with the Bullet Club Gold and FTR and Ricky Starks. Maybe they add somebody from Bullet Club White. I don't know. I don't know what we're calling them over there now.
Bullet Club Gold just seems so shit.
Yeah, it's shit.
Like,
agreed.
I mocked Bullet Club Impact.
Yeah.
But this feels even worse.
This feels like, oh yeah, you want to go to let's think of a fancy chef restaurant or something. It's like, oh, but this is the canned version of that. Whatever. This is Bobby Flay's ravioli. Like, oh, in a can. Cool, I guess. Or a Martha Stewart TV dinner.
If you're going Bobby Flay's ravioli, then that's got to be. That means the original Bullet Club is Chef Boyardee. Beefy. Ooh,
beefy. I was trying to avoid Chef Boyardee because I don't think he's a real chef. I question all his Michelin stars. That ravioli is trash.
Of course, it's something a can.
I want to try fresh Chef Boyardee ravioli. Is there such thing? Where he's like, yo, try this. Oh, shit, that's dope. You really are good. I've been trying to tell people. It's not good in the can. It's just not good in the can. Try these SpaghettiOs as well. These are delicious. I honestly want to open a restaurant with nothing but canned food. Just canned food. It's chef party, ravioli. We got SpaghettiOs. What else?
No,
you want?
I just
Spam.
one night. Kitchen Nightmares is back on TV, and then he visits your restaurant.
And I can hear Gordon Ramsay. It's that SpaghettiOs. It's that SpaghettiOs. It's the SpaghettiOs.
Whenever we can. Shut up, Gordon, and hit you with a frying pan.
Oh my god! How much are you charging for this? And he's like looking at the menu. $25. $25. Polish SpaghettiOs. This is horrible. It's not even warm. It's raw. It's raw. You donkey. How do you make raw SpaghettiOs?
Let's move it into NXT. NXT opens up with Gigi Dolan versus JC Jane in the weaponized cage match. Brutal,
physical, a lot of blood. Like she got scratched off, like the trash can spot. The spine buster, I guess, into the trash can. It cut her because the trash can didn't break. I've never seen a trash can not bend, and if it did, it just cut her in the back, and she was bleeding all over the place.
I swear, I feel like they watched Anarchy in the Arena. They watched Dragunov and
Dijak.
And was like, do you know what? Let's fight each other today. Let's fuck each other up.
Yeah, let's actually do this. I mean, if they can do it, we can do it. Anything you can do, I can do better. It was just like, oh. They decided to go full fuck you up. We had callbacks to the Ding Dong Hello segment where JC kicked her through the door. This time it's, I think, in the corner of the ring on a table. Yeah. Was it a table?
Yeah.
Or something. And then, they just fucked each other. Gigi wins.
She chokeslammed her.
Or survives. Yeah. Which JC had coming because she likes that The Undertaker kills people.
Subtly. She said that subtly. That in between other things.
Like he rides motorcycles. He practices the dark arts, kills people. Yo.
And then we get the Gallus boys mocking Tony D in the back when Stax accuses them of ratting out Tony D. He tries to take on all three like a fool and pays for it.
Uh-oh. Manny, I have frozen or you have frozen.
I can still hear you.
God.
We're still moving.
Uh-oh. One of us is frozen.
No, I can still hear you.
Oh, okay. I can't hear you. I hear you glitching and going, and then I was like, shit. And then you constantly freeze on the end, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Shawn Michaels is hiding the truth. The truth will be said today about NXT. Hallelujah. But he is a snitch. They got his boy snitched. But Tony is clearly guilty as he's on TV every week gloating about all his crimes, Manny. All his crimes.
Save Tony D. Marcus, so on the show, on the website, www.com, I don't know if you can hear me anymore at this point.
I can hear you.
On WWE.com, where you look at the images from the show, they have images of an unknown man, and I don't believe this was on TV. This may have been for the audience of NXT. Sebastian?
Who's this?
Yeah.
What is this? Like,
this was on the photos website on WWE.com. This guy apparently come out. I don't see any report about who the hell this man is. He looks like Kenny from East
Kenny
Side
Powers.
Powers.
Kenny Powers. What is this? I guess. You know, he's in his boots. Yeah. He has his full entrance too.
Yeah, I've never seen this guy. I just thought that was interesting.
He looks like Al Snow's son or something. Like, oh yeah, we have Al Snow, the son. Or if Primo decides to leave Epico and join a white coat or something. I don't know.
Marcus, do you know who this could be?
Who?
What was Otis's partner called again?
Tucker Knight.
Tucker Knight with a goatee. Chucky with a goatee.
You want to know something, man? You can tell me that he was Tucker Knight, and I'll be like, okay, because I can't remember what Tucker Knight looks like at this point.
So Carmelo Hayes comes out. He comes out talking about a bunch of cliches until Noam Dar or 2023's Mr. Drummond comes out.
Or as I like to call him Eminem.
With all black pants. What you calling it? A D12?
Yeah. Him and all his black friends. Like, oh, what? And he comes out dressed as a cello, one button up. He has his hair braided. Is he playing Tekashi 6ix9ine? Is that what his gimmick is?
Oh, because I thought he's playing white Carmelo Hayes. Or Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah. Like this, it seems like the factions should be reversed with these two. Like, oh yeah, Trick and Mello should be with Lash Jackson and
well, Miss Jackson and Trick Williams are wearing the same outfit.
Yeah. They fucking spoiler alert.
Trick tells Noam Dar that interrupting Trick Mello Gang is a super no.
Borderline racist, Trick. Borderline racist, if not racist.
Nah, it'd be more racist if I don't know, if Supernova just started talking like, "Hey dog."
Hey, my dog. Well, messing with Supernova Gang.
Mello tells him that there's levels to this game. The trophy puts him on a high level, but the NXT title puts him on the highest level. Noam Dar asked him to step up to him and asked him to put the title on the line. Noam and Lash Legend trick him into a title match, suggesting load management and minutes.
Which makes sense considering Lash Legend is former WNBA player and she would make a basketball reference like that. It fits the character. You're doing low management.
The thing is, I don't think they fully properly established that Lash Legend was a former WNBA star.
No, they haven't. Not for a while. They may have to go back and do this.
Cora Jade's in the back claiming to be screwed over as Lyra headbutted her in the eye, which her black eye looked quite nasty. Ivy now tells her to get over it. She lost. Reggie doesn't want to reveal why he was called Scripps, but he thanks Action for removing his mask as it opened his eyes. He said it was like living in a cave watching shadows on a wall. He's now living in the sunlight.
Fuck you talking about, Reggie? And then the fact that Reggie was like, yeah, most people know me here as Reggie, but where I'm from, they know me as Scripps. No one does. No one's called you Scripps in your life. Ever, Reggie. You're Reggie.
The Dyad versus Wesley and Tyler Bate. Mustafa Ali turns up in the crowd and joins in the commentary for the match. Says he's obsessed with the idea of being a champion, and he's here because he's a free agent. The match itself was very good. Ivy now takes out The Rock's knees after the match, but then ends up brawling with the Dyad and the Creed. While Gacy takes out Tyler Bate and Wesley, Ali makes the save.
Yep. Ali is down in NXT. How do you feel about that, Manny?
He's gone back to NXT. It's like he's gone full circle. I feel like this is a better fit for him. I think he needs an Apollo Crews run. I think he just needs to spend some time down there for a bit, be out of the main event scene. Main
event. That's really being generous to his career.
I was talking about the show main event. Being away from the main roster scene is what I really meant to say. I think that did Apollo some good. I don't know what comes of it afterwards for Apollo, but I feel like Ali could probably use some time to to freshen up his character and stuff like that.
Yeah, and I feel like the size down there at NXT helps him a lot. Like not like his size really matters for him, but I'm just saying like wrestling a bunch of people that are technically cruiserweights would help him a lot and rebuild him up. Because on the main roster, he's fighting fucking Gunther. Like Gunther's just gonna slap the shit out of him, and it seems like he could maybe find a new character. I thought he was about to join up with Gacy and them and the Diane and kind of mentor them, but
I mean it could still happen.
It could, but I don't think that's happening.
What do we get? We get the Tiffy Bration.
That doesn't ring off the top of the tongue. Like, I don't even know why you trying to make that. Why we would try to make that a thing. The Tiffy Bration.
Yeah, but then it continues, Marcus, because she says on Sunday she took her place on the Tiffy top of NXT.
Yep. It just continues.
She brings out the entire women's division, so they can recognize her as champion. Tiffany then goes on to have a Tiffany Epiphany. Having a
Keeps
number one
coming.
contenders battle royal. The rest of the promo was bad, even if it is Tiffy time.
Manny, you are doing generous by saying the rest of the promo was bad. It was absolutely horrendous. But in her defense, if she continues to do promos like this, you can add that to your character. Because it was so bad and annoying. It seems like someone you would be annoyed. I was annoyed just hearing her talk. Just in general. Like, there was Cora Jade bad, in which I say was complete nonsense, was like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. That was just like, oh, this is horrible. And this one, it was so bad, I thought it was on character. That's how bad
you thought it was so bad it was done on purpose.
Yeah, that's how bad I thought that promo was. Like, you had to have intended to be this bad, right? No one is really this bad.
Well, that remains to be proved.
That's not. I know I'm proven wrong. And maybe I'm doing something that people be like, that's being biased to Tiffany Stratton. You weren't treating Cora Jade fair when she cut the exact same horrible promo. But
no,
hers was that much worse.
Cora Jade's one felt like it went on for like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Whereas Tiffany Stratton's one, it was bad, but at least it was like 5 minutes bad.
Yeah. My favorite part, though, if this was a good promo, her calling out the entire women's division to walk out and talk shit to them. I enjoyed that part. I enjoyed that aspect of it.
Well, the only reason...
But the delivery was terrible.
She called out the women's division and it put eyes on the next big ass of NXT, Lola Vice.
Nikita Lyons is losing her spot. She's going, damn it. Look at that ass. It's not fair.
And then Danny Palmer, later, and then we move on to the next segment, which is Danny Palmer comes out and says she's not going to leave the ring until the attacker reveals itself. The attacker does. Well, first she says she attacked her best friend Sol Ruka, who will be out for an entire year.
I didn't like this segment. It's revealed to be Blair Davenport. I didn't like this segment. It seemed like it was thrown together. You gave me Danny Palmer, who I barely know. I thought that if the attacker was going to come out, it should have been in the exact same segment of the Tiffany Stratton one, where she has everybody at ringside, and then the attacker just comes out and then attacks. Maybe Danny Palmer. I don't honestly care who she attacks, and then she reveals herself, and then Blair Davenport is back. And she's looking at Tiffany Stratton at her belt. And, just being one of the million of women who's going to be in that Battle Royal next week.
Yeah.
That Tiffany Epiphany has booked.
Yeah. I agree with you. That I feel like the reveal was a bit weak. But then we get Damon Kemp, Marcus. Damon Kemp's taunting DJ Tatanka once again.
I don't understand why. Does he just wait around to when we're talking I can't think of DJ Tataka's actual name right now. Oh, Eddie Thorpe. He's just waiting for Eddie Thorpe in the back. You know, he's about to talk. I'm just gonna walk into the camera shot and talk my shit. This is every single week with this guy. Does he just wait around for interviews to just come up on the left side and be like, "Well, you're not shit anyway." And this man ain't won a match in a year. I've never seen him win.
Hold on. The personality of Damon Kemp reminds me of one man, and he goes by the name of Marcus the Grand Finale.
How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? Yeah.
You telling me you ain't that paid?
I am that petty, okay? I am. You don't have to say it out loud. Stop comparing black people, Manny. Stop comparing black. I'm turning on you. I dare you.
Hey, you're on the best of being racist.
Oh, come on.
The pairing of me and Levi would be Rush Hour. Yeah, there you go.
Can't get that back. You win. All right. Well,
we get.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're Charlie Caruso racist now.
Oh, she's out there. She's out there talking wild recently.
Yeah, I mean, you get one job from Fox News, and then all of a sudden, everything you say is like, "Fuck this, fuck that."
She's jumping on the gender conversations. I'm like,
yeah, she's on the woke agenda. All right, I guess Charlie. I guess. All right, Chuck.
Joe Coffey versus Stax. It was a good match, but it felt. I don't know if for me, I felt like this match went on for eternity. And it was because I kept getting distracted by everything that was going on yesterday. I had the Europa League finals, which happened directly after ETE. I was watching ETE and moderating, although by the time I got into ETE, no one was there. It seemed like all the fun happened at the start of the show.
Well, it was, Montez Red Cup and final boss was there, just right after jump. And then everybody was gone after we stopped covering things they know.
And then I was scanning for shorts.
Yep. Sounds like an exciting day. And this match was going on and on and on and on. Yeah. So, as we learned, this is developmental. What do you think of Stack's development in this match?
He isn't that bad. He's got a gimmick. He's playing to the gimmick. I think he's probably moved ahead of Tony D.
Ooh.
Tony D was starting to be impressive. Like impressing, not impressive. Impressive. He was impressing. But I think the injury to his knee, lost him some momentum. And
is that why he's in jail? Is he injured?
I think it must be, or this is adding to the story of what's going on. But Stax, kind of like Trick Williams, has some stuff behind them. I think they could be the next guys. Yeah,
Stax is all right. I can also see as Stax continues to accuse Gallus of ratting on him, and Stax being away at the time of the arrest. It's Stax that's snitching.
Yeah, it has to be.
It has to be Stax, unless they bring it back to the Hypes.
The underboss wants to be the big boss.
Yeah. So I can see that being the case, and then that being the story of the next direction for Tony D, and can get them both away from this mob gimmick or whatever they're doing. It's killing people on the side.
Yeah. Then we get Ivy Nile versus Cora Jade. There's one thing I'm starting to really hate about Cora Jade. It's the punch and then the ha. It's so dumb. I just find it ridiculous.
Oh. I don't honestly know what they're going to do with Cora Jade, to be honest. Like, she's kind of just there.
Lost.
Yeah.
She seems so lost.
She seems lost in the shuffle. She seems like she should be the main baddie of the women's division, but they've given that to Tiffany Stratton.
JC Jane's the baddest one on there. She's the meanest and most competent on that microphone out of the lot of them.
Yeah, she's the most competent and probably the best of those three women that I say in the ring.
And I don't
Overall.
know where they go with Blair Davenport, because she does bad person quite well, but it's like she's British, British / from New Zealand. So how well does that transition into the it's not necessarily a language barrier, but they seem to have trouble pushing British people.
Yeah. I think she'll be fine. I think that the problem isn't with heels right now, it's with faces. There are no good faces. Like, no one's really standing out. Like, Gigi's a face, but do you care? Do you really care?
No.
It's not clicking.
That was always going to be the problem when they put the story about the broken home stuff. It's like, there's only so much you can do with that.
Yeah. Like, I'm not 100% behind Gigi as the face, or Roxanne Perez is a teenage girl as a face. We don't really have a top female face.
Thea Hell is exactly Roxanne Perez.
Yeah.
It's the same person.
And then, I can't think of any, like, strong faces in the women's division on NXT at all. Like, it's just more like, they're all kind of weak. I mean, they could have went around the Sol Roca, got hurt. Your girl, Nikita Lyons, babyface, but not really good in the ring, and injured as well.
She can't talk either.
Yeah, she can't talk either. There's a lot going on there. Winnie 2's too much of a comedy gimmick to actually be considered dominant. I think they need to find someone else to go down there. I thought the attacker was going to be Xia Li for like 1 minute, Manny. I was like, oh, it could be Xia Li. They're not doing shit with her on the main roster.
Yeah, but the problem with Xia Li is obviously the language barrier.
Yeah.
And she's not, and because she hasn't had much TV time, you don't know how well she's come since being in NXT in terms of being in the ring, because she wasn't even in the ring that much in NXT.
Yeah. She would just show up. She worked a very light schedule.
Yeah. Then we've got the main event, which was Carmelo Hayes versus Noam Dar. Solid match.
Solid match.
Really good match.
Nice rebuild of the match.
It felt like Melo was wrestling himself. I said it earlier.
Yeah.
It felt like Melo was wrestling himself.
It was a clone, like, ha ha. No big reveal on who Carmelo's next opponent is gonna. Oh wait, it's gonna be, I guess, Baron Corbin. But
yeah, Corbin.
I don't know if this is a long-term thing. I don't know how long this is gonna be. Like, I feel like this was a one-time attack, not like a one-time attack, but it's gonna probably lead to the next pay-per-view. But who's after Baron Corbin? I don't think Baron Corbin's a mainstay in NXT or is gonna take the title.
Mustafa's
a good one. I was hoping they would try to build up Dragunov again and put him in the main event.
So there's rumors. There's rumors floating about all over the place.
Oh.
So there's talks of Bron Breakker going up to the main roster, not included in the draft. The Creeds. And there's also talk of putting Dragunov in Imperium.
Oh, they should do it.
And
then just lead to the breakup. That's it.
They could do that, or it's getting close to the point where do you either let Gunther break the honky donkey man's?
Yes, he's only 100 days away, Manny. If we're talking about Roman trying to get past Pedro, we try to tell him we can't give Gunther the honkometer.
Yeah, he's got to beat the honky tonk man's record, but then I feel like Dragunov needs to take over that mid card title reign, like take over that little area while Gunther starts moving on and just works on becoming that next the world heavyweight champion, essentially. Because Gunther should be at that level now. I think.
Yeah. It's a shame that he is the Intercontinental Champion, and not like that's a bad thing, but he isn't going for. It should be Rollins and Gunther. We should be getting this big build toward that, but that seems like that's nowhere near in sight in any direction.
Yeah.
And that should be the big match we're building up to, whether it was for SummerSlam, Money in the Bank, or whatever coming up after that. But any of these big pay-per-views, whether even Survivor Series, we should be going to Gunther versus Rollins for the world title would be
so
epic.
This is early days, but the Dirty Sheets have been stating that the plan for WrestleMania 40 is Cody versus Gunther.
What?
Yeah.
That ain't happening. Motherfucker, finish your story. It's you and Roman. That's the only way. That's the only way I'm satisfied. Him and Roman at 40.
But
although Cody and Gunther would go hard.
Cody and Gunther at WrestleMania could be a match for the ages.
Yeah. Like just the brutality of it. Then what's Roman's plan for 40? And then the Usos plan for 40 and all that other stuff.
Marcus,
I know you're out.
The Usos didn't have a match on WrestleMania until a week before it.
Yeah. That's true. And before their years, they were left off the main card of WrestleMania. They were only pre-show Usos. You know, that's a long journey from being only on the pre-shows to actually main event one night. Yeah. What a journey.
So, NXT, for me, was the better show this week. It felt like it was leading somewhere.
I thought it was a better follow-up show. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, and obviously they had 2 additional main roster people turn up on the show, adding to the show.
Yeah.
So they actually, with very minimal input, but they added to the show with already what was going on. The only downfall, Tiffany Stratton, unfortunately.
And I know this is a very small comparison. This may seem NXT felt kind of like Raw after Mania-ish, in which they had a bunch of debuts and tried to put new storylines up and returns with Baron Corbin and Mustafa Ali and Blair Davenport showing up. It felt like, oh, this is Raw after Mania. We're rebooting this whole system right now, and that's where we're going, this new direction.
And then we're getting closer to their next show, which is the Great American Bash, which I'm glad it's not just going to be an NXT TV show special this time around. It's actually going to be a real show.
Yeah. You know, what NXT, again, they're not afraid. Yeah, it's on Sunday.
Do we cover that?
Manny, hold on, Manny. Yeah, hold on. Our entire lives, pay-per-view have been on Sunday, and now you're like, you know what? This is actually annoying now.
I like it being on a Saturday because it means it means I don't have to disrupt or take a day off work the next day.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we could cover it. I mean, it's the only watch alone we got coming in our books where we can all be together and not, unless Eric decides to take pictures of little girls again on their quinceañeras.
We could also cover. We're also planning to cover AEW Collision, the first one, as a watch along.
Yeah. Where CM Punk, where we all come in with all our drama just to hear what this man says. And I want him to bring on the drama. Bring on the smoke, CM Punk. Bring on the smoke. I want him talking about the Elite. I want him talking about Meltzer. I want him talking about Brian Alvarez. I want him to cuss off CM Punk. I mean, Colt Cabana. I want him to turn on Ace. I want Ace Steel to be at ringside for no reason. I want people crying in the crowd. I don't think you're going to get people crying in the crowd this time.
Yeah, I want all of that.
Yeah. But yeah, you know, let's see where all this ends up. But it did seem like this was a recovery week for wrestling for everybody from all the traveling and all the shows that have happened in the past 2 weeks or so.
It's way too much wrestling.
Yeah.
I don't know how you and Jamal really do the Wednesday show because I don't think I would. I think I would have been fed up if I had to watch the Impact show on top of everything else I've watched.
No, Impact show was good.
No, it could have been. It could have been the best. It could have been a 12-star show, Marcus. It would have been additional 3 hours, maybe 4 hours extra additional content on top of. We had to watch Raw the next day.
Yeah, I think wrestling needs to chill. Just chill. Chill. Let's chill, guys. Let's all take a break. I think after a week like that, every show should just be an hour. Oh, we're just giving you an hour of Raw this week. An hour of SmackDown. An hour of NXT. And we're done. And then AEW be like, all right, if you're going to do that, we're going to do an hour of Dynamite. And it's all just recap. I know it doesn't bring the viewers in, or sponsors are probably going to hate us. Whatever the case, it's not a good business move. but it's for the sanity of all wrestling fans. Let's keep it low. Let's keep it low.
Yeah, so that is essentially today's show. We don't have any nonsense this week.
Nah, I got no jokes. I didn't know what I was gonna say even to start this show. But tune in to, I guess Raw's Retro tomorrow and the Saturday show where the original 3 or whatever what is the
core?
Fuck are you?
The core 3.
Yeah, well no, but the Hit Row, what do they call themselves?
OG3.
The OG3 returns together where we just shit on each other for about 2 hours.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens.
Right.
But yeah, we'll be reviewing SmackDown. Eric will probably have watched Rampage. He has to watch.
Hey, Rampage had my intrigue this week. I was like, oh, they have matches. Way too many title matches from everywhere. But I was like, I may watch Rampage this week.
I'm not watching Rampage this week.
Oh, you betrayed us all. That's fine. It's fine.
Oh, I betrayed you all. I spend the rest of my days finding shorts all day. I have to sift through nonsense on.
Manny, I don't care. I don't care about your shopping. Okay, finding shorts. I don't care what kind of shirts you wear.
It's summer season. For my thigh highs.
All right, but that concludes the show.
Yeah,
I guess I'm Marcus the Grand Finale.
I'm Lord Manny Hayes. We're back. You being the Bearcat again?
Maybe a puppet.
We'll be back. We'll be back with more content over the weekend. Peace.